Namaste everyone. I hope you can see me. Sorry, this is a sub. I'm substituting for Sabah as she's having some technical difficulties. Um, Let me share the screen. Let me share the link. Um, Let me share the screen. I'm trying to see if I can share the. Okay, sorry about the backup plan. Hope you can all hear me okay, and let's get started. I'm not sure what the intention, Sabah, that you have, but let's get started anyway. As you inhale, reach up. Exhale slowly. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. As you slowly warm up, let's make sure our shoulders are released. Place your hands on the shoulders. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Also loosen up your hands and shoulders. Place your left hand on the right knee and then twist back. Turn your head back. Feel the stretch on your left side of the neck. Look through the right corners of the eye. Just loosen up your neck muscles. Come back to the center. Let's do the switch to the opposite side. Place your right hand on the left knee. Support your spine straight as you inhale. Elongate the spine. As you exhale, twist back. Turn your head back and feel the stretch on the right side of the neck. Look through the left corners of the eye. Okay, so slowly come back to the center. This time we're going to lean forward. Place your hands into Anjali Mudra. As you elongate the spine, reach forward. As you keep the spine straight, see how far can you go. Place your hands on the mat. I may have to adjust the camera a little bit. Hope you can see me okay now. So make sure keep the hands, walk your hands forward as you bring your forehead down. Elongate the spine. And keeping the left palm on the mat, bring your right hand up, reach up. As you exhale, see if you can squeeze your right arm underneath your left armpit. Place your right cheek on the mat, left hand up, wrap your left arm around it, bring your left shoulder up. Deep inhalations and a deep exhalation. Make sure your right shoulder is melting onto the ground As we lift your left shoulder up, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Slowly come back to the center again. Arms forward, reach forward, forehead on the mat. This time we're going to lift the left arm up, look up to the ceiling, and then squeeze your left arm underneath your right armpit. Keep your left shoulder on the mat, keep your left cheek on the mat, and then bring the right arm behind. Lift your right shoulder up. Slowly as you melt your left shoulder on the mat, as you lift your right shoulder up. Slowly come back to the center again. And walk your hands back. We're going to do a few more warm-ups, especially at the end of the day. So make sure our bodies are warmed up before we do the full asanas practice. Come on to all fours. Keep the spine in the neutral at the beginning. As we inhale, lift your tailbone high. Look up, arch your spine into cow. As we exhale, drop your hips down, round your spine, chin to the chest, into cat. Suck your belly in. Inhale into cow. Exhale into cat. Inhale into cow. Exhale into cat. Every time you come into cat pose, make sure your abdominal muscles core is engaged. Suck your belly in. Drop your hips, round your spine, chin to the chest. This time as you come into cow, as you lift your tailbone high, also bring your left leg up, right arm up. As you balance on one knee and one arm, one palm here. Exhale, knee to the chest, elbow to the knee, round your spine. Suck your belly in. Inhale into tiger pose. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Come back to all fours. This time we're going to do the opposite leg. As we inhale, lift your right leg up, arch your spine like you come into cow. Exhale, knee to the chest, elbow to the knee, suck your belly in like you come into cat. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. So slowly, each time when you need a break, when you need a transition, always come into child's pose. It's like very relaxing pose. As we keep the forehead on the mat, relax your shoulders. So this is the resting pose. You can always come into during the yoga practice. Do a couple more warm-ups here. Extend your legs. So like rowing a boat here. Inhale all the way up, reach up. Exhale for full forward, like you're rowing a boat here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Keep the legs straight as much as possible, as if you're rowing the boat. Inhale. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, leaning back. Engage your core muscles. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. So as you lean back, support your forearms on the mat. By supporting, you're resting. It's very relaxing pose. So slowly, you can lift both legs up. We're going to circle the legs, engage your core muscles. Inhale halfway. Do not allow the feet touch the ground. Let's go up. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. So change direction. Inhale, go the other way. Exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. And slowly lying down on the mat. Just hug your left knee to the chest. Keep the right leg engaged on the mat. As you pull the left knee to the left shoulder, take a deep inhale. As we exhale, chin to the chest, forehead to the left knee. And release the neck muscles again as you bring your head down. Now switch. Keep the left leg on the mat. Fold your right knee, interlace your hands, and pull the right knee to the chest. Actually, to the right shoulder all the way. Engage your core muscles. Take a deep inhale. As you exhale, chin to the chest, forehead to the knee. Slowly relax your grip. Now we're going to interlace our hands behind the head. Bring the shins parallel to the ground, like a simple yogic breathing, yogic bicycling, engaging the core muscles. On my counts, exhales. Between my counts, make sure you inhale. Take a deep inhale. On my counts, exhales automatically. 1. Notice every time I count, chin to the chest, forehead to the knee, that's come close to the chest. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly warming up. Extend your arms behind. Arch your spine. Keep the head squeezed between your both arms. Engage your core muscles and relax the spine. And slowly roll onto the right side. Fold your left knee and roll onto the right side. Make a pillow with your right hand. Just make sure you engage your big toe with your fingertips. Extend the left leg up. Pull the left leg towards your head. It's a good stretching, as well as your make sure your thighs, inner thighs are opening up. It's not a brute force, just a gentle stretch as you pull the left leg towards your head. Release. You're going to switch opposite side. You can roll onto the other side. Make a pillow with your left hand. Control your right knee. Hold on to the big toe with your index fingers. Extend the right leg up. Pull the right leg towards your head. If it's not coming too close to the head, now don't force it, but you can also fold your right knee and then extend a little more. Try to extend the knee and release. So we can always roll onto the tummy here. You come into the dolphin here, forearms up on the mat, support your elbows on the mat. Just make sure your lower back is engaged. So this is a really good stretching and opening up your lower back muscles. We can always change into cobra. Place your palms close to the chest. As you lift the head up, as you roll your eyes up, relax your shoulder muscles. Exhale, come down. You can always go back to child's pose. And from the child's pose, we can come into plank. Do a couple more warm-ups here. Arms right below the shoulders, spine and the legs are in a straight line. Inhale. As you exhale, Ashtanga Namaskar or Chaturanga, your choice. If you're doing Ashtanga Namaskar, knees on the mat, soften the elbows, chest on the mat, chin on the mat. Right from the Ashtanga, you can always go into Cobra before we come back to Child's Pose. From the Child's Pose, you can come back to plank again. Deep inhale, we can do Chaturanga or Ashtanga, your choice. If you're doing Chaturanga, so soften the elbows, body hovering over the ground, elbows are right next to the body. From here, you can come into Up Dog. Relax your shoulders, do not tighten up your shoulder muscles. Exhale, slowly come back to Child's Pose. Inhale, take a deep inhale, plank. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, Up Dog. Exhale, slowly come back to Child's Pose. So do a couple more times here. Inhale, exhale, inhale, Up Dog. Exhale, slowly go back to Child's Pose. Instead of going into the Child's Pose, we can also go into Down Dog. Down Dog is also very resting, relaxing pose. And this sequence is called Vinyasa, simple Vinyasa, rhythmic Vinyasa. So inhale, exhale, inhale. So going into Child's Pose, you can go into Down Dog. The first Down Dog for the class today, just relax, slowly press your heels on the mat, soften the knees, lift your tailbone high, body weight equally distributed between your feet and in your hands. Just straighten up your spine as you press your heels onto the ground, and slowly lift the left leg up to the sky into the three-leg down dog. And you can keep the left leg up there, coming into the plank, and keeping the left leg up there. See if you can do Chaturanga or Ashtanga, your choice. Inhale, exhale. One more time. Inhale into plank, exhale into Chaturanga, inhale into Up Dog, three-leg Up Dog, and three-leg down dog. Slowly keep the left leg down and enjoy the full cycles of breath here. Ujjayi breathing. Inhaling through the throat, exhaling through the throat. Focus on your navel, focus on your drishti, focus on the rhythmic breath. The practice, if you're doing the practice properly, the breath should be very even. And slowly, this time you're going to lift the right leg up to the sky, into the three-leg down dog. From this three-leg down dog, you can come into plank. Keep the right leg up, exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, Up Dog. Exhale, Down Dog. Inhale into plank. Exhale into three-leg Chaturanga. Inhale into Up Dog. Exhale into Down Dog. Slowly lower the right leg down and slowly come into Child's Pose. Hopefully, you're slowly warming up. So the next we will do a few standing asanas. Come into Hero's Pose. Vajrasana here. Before we stand up, let's set the intention. Palms to the heart center. Close your eyes. Observe your breath. Observe your thoughts in your mind. And set the intention for Santosha. As Sabha shared the theme of the month, Santosh is contentment. Contentment is not just a a pure fulfilling of desires. Contentment is something much more beyond expressing and being content with the understanding of your inner peace, inner wisdom, inner joy. Contentment is much more. Contentment is something that gives you the real joy, the real happiness. It's not just fulfilling the desires. I think I shared a story last time when I tried to teach the class last Saturday. It was a story from Vedanta that there are two birds living on a tree, and one of them always picks a fruit, tries to eat a fruit, and if the fruit happens to be a sweet fruit, the bird is not satisfied. It wants one more. It's so good, the fruit is so tasty. It looks for another fruit that's of similar kind. But it happens to be a sour fruit, then it doesn't want to leave the sour taste in its mouth. It looks for another fruit, sweet fruit. So the cycle never ends. It kept on going, kept on anxious, and it's always unhappy. Whereas the other bird is always serene, calm, peaceful, looking into the infinite consciousness. It's serene. And then the second bird looks at this bird and then it doesn't understand how that bird is so peaceful. And by looking into that bird, it finally understands that that bird is just its own inner self. That's not a separate bird from within. The two birds are one and the same. From the beginning, that self, the inner love, inner peace is always there. But we get distracted into the external distractions, external desires. So this is what the bird realizes. Peace and love and the joy is always from within, the contentment from within. And that's how we want to see how we can fulfill that, how we can bring that into our practice today. Slowly open your eyes. And let's stand up. Place your hands on your hips, you can on your back. Slowly push your hips forward, arch back. Lift your heart. And then slowly place your hands on the hips, slowly fold forward. Simply fold forward. Hinge from the hips, elongate the spine. You're still not warmed up, maybe the upper body is still not warmed up. See if you can separate your feet a little more. Allow the gravity to keep the spine straight as you bring the head down. So you're taking the help of the gravity here to keep extending, elongating the spine from the base of the spine all the way up to the crown of the head. So separate, widen your feet as wide as you need to. And then slowly place your hands on the mat. See if you can bring the head between your hands. If that doesn't happen, if the head doesn't touch the ground, that's okay. Just keep this, allow the gravity to keep the spine straight as you bring the head between your feet. There's no weight on the hands here. You can both walk your hands to the right foot and then bring the forehead to the right knee. Try not to bend the knees at this time. Slowly come back to the center and walk your hands to the other foot. Just slowly bring the forehead to the left knee, keeping the knees straight. So once you are slowly warming up, slowly fold your left knee, extend the right foot. Like a crouching tiger, you can extend the right arm, extend the left arm. You can also bring your palms to Anjali Mudra, your choice. So use your support. Initially, you may want to use the support of your hands. This is switch to the other side. So if you hear clicking on your knees, that tells you that it's just that's part of the lubrication. So make sure your knees are not hurting. Palms to the heart center, or you can bring your arms up. Extend your arms, your choice. So do that switch back and forth until you're slowly lubricating your legs, lubricating your knees, and warming up your core. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Hopefully that's slowly warming up. You can place your arms down. Just as you bring the head between your legs again, this time we're going to rotate our hips. Inhale, going up. Arch your spine back as you come to the center. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale again. Exhale. So slowly warming up your upper body. Okay, slowly bring your feet together. Okay, so now we can begin with the Surya Namaskars and then maybe going into Chandra Namaskars. Palms to the heart center. Inhale, reach up, arch back. Exhale, swan dive. Hinge from the hips, forehead to the knees. Feel free to bend your knees, place your hands on the mat. Step back into plank, deep inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog, like we did before in the vinyasa. Allow the breath cycle through, allow the energy cycle through. Every time you come to down dog, give yourself enough time to not only rest, but also focusing on your alignment, focusing on your breath, focusing on your drishti, the gaze. Inner gaze is the best. Slowly lift the right leg up to the sky. Deep inhale. Slowly step forward with the right foot into lunge. So here, back, you can keep the back foot into pigeon toes. You can bring your arms up into like a warrior one. Front knee is bent, back leg is straight. You can slowly open up your arms behind. You can also interlace your hands behind, like fingertips, like completely interlaced. Press your palms into each other. Reach up, open up your heart. Extend your arms, and then humble warrior. Slowly, forehead to the big toe. Open up your right hip as wide as you can, and try to touch the big toe with your forehead. Slowly come back to warrior one. Very nice. We're going to switch. Both palms on the mat. Step back with right foot. Deep inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Like I said, every time you come to down dog, give yourself enough time to rest, enough time to recharge yourself. Full cycles of breath. Ujjayi breathing. Inhaling through the throat, exhaling through the throat, focusing on your Ajna Chakra, or maybe somewhere inwardly, focusing on your alignment. Give yourself enough time to full cycles of breath. Lift the left leg up to the sky, 3-leg down dog. Step forward with the left foot inside your left hand. If your leg did not land inside, next to the left foot, let's say it landed here, help yourself, bring it forward into the full expression of the lunge. And then slowly come up into warrior one. Inhale, exhale. Previously I reminded you, keep the back foot into pigeon toes at an angle, keep the heel on the ground. That's how you go into the warrior one. Deep inhale. You can also interlace your hands behind, press your palms into each other, extend your elbows, slowly bring the forehead to the big toe. As you open up your left hip, as you try to touch the big toe with your forehead, that's a good hip opener into the humble warrior. Back to the warrior one. Very nice. So let's finish up this consolidation here. Palms on the mat, step back with the left foot. Take a deep inhale, exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Give yourself a couple seconds of breath here. Enjoy breathing, lifting your tailbone high. Body weight is equally distributed between the feet and the hands. You can walk your feet forward or jump your feet forward, your choice. Slowly walk your feet forward into Uttanasana. Bend your knees, chest on your thighs, forehead to the knees. Engage your sacrum. And prepare to do reverse swan dive. All the way up. Palms into Anjali Mudra, arch back. Palms to the heart center. Thumbs down. Hopefully the camera is okay. Okay. Let's do second consolidation here. This time we may vary. Maybe warrior twos and high lunge, low lunge, several things. Inhale, reach up, all the way up, arch back. Exhale, swan dive. Lead with your heart as you fall forward. Chest on your thighs, fingertips right next to the feet, forehead to the knees. Feel free to bend your knees. This time we're going to start with the left leg. Step back with the left foot into lunge. Look at your Ajna chakra. Focus on the Ajna chakra here. Step back with the right foot into plank. Deep inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Give yourself some breath, some cycle, some rhythmic energy. Tune into the inner vibration that brings the true contentment, the true real satisfaction. Slowly lift the left leg up to the sky. Since we started with the left foot, step forward with the left foot into lunge, normal lunge. But let's go into low lunge here, right knee on the mat, to Anjaneyasana. Deepen the back bend, open your heart, palms into Anjali Mudra. It's a deep surrendering, yielding pose. You can also interlock your hands behind as you extend your arms, as you melt your heart, open your throat, fingertips back on the mat. Okay, so from the low lunge, we're going to go into high lunge. Lift the knee up. You still keep the heel above the toes, unlike the warrior one. Slowly come up into high lunge. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. You can also do a reverse side throwing pose in the high lunge. You can bring the right elbow outside of your left knee, join your palms, and push the left palm onto the right, and then deepen the twist here. Beautiful. Palms Anjali Mudra to the center of your heart. Back to high lunge. And then slowly, palms on the mat. Step back with the left foot. Take a deep inhale into plank. Exhale into chaturanga. Inhale into up dog. Exhale into down dog. Stay here for a couple seconds of breath. Full cycles of breath. Inhaling, exhaling. Enjoy breathing. Focus on your drishti and the alignment. This time we're going to lift the right leg up to the sky.
Three leg down dog. Step forward with the right foot into lunge. Keep the heel above the toes, but you're going into low lunge. Left knee on the mat.
Coming in Anjaneyasana. Deepen the back bend, open your heart, palms into Anjali Mudra. A deep surrendering Anjaneyasana, a yielding pose. Right, interlock your hands behind, extend your elbows as you bring your shoulder blades together. And slowly, fingertips back on the mat.
We're going to lift the left knee up. Keep the heel above the toes, coming into high lunge.
Maintain the balance. Inhaling, exhaling. Front knee is bent, back leg is straight.
And now we're doing the side praying pose on the other side. Left elbow outside of the right knee. Join your palms, right palm on top of the left, and deepen the twist. Try to bring Anjali Mudra to the center of your heart. Maintain the balance. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Back to
High lunge.
and let's finish up. Palms on the mat. Step back with the right foot into plank. Deep inhale. Let that momentum carry through. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Wait here for a couple cycles of breath. Focus on your intention. Focus on your breath. And slowly walk your feet forward or jump your feet forward, your choice. Into Uttanasana. Get through to bend your knees, chest on your thighs, forehead to the knees. Inhale, all the way up.
Reverse plank. Reverse Urdhva Hastasana, arch back. Palms to the heart. Then back to mountain pose. Close your eyes. Enjoy the Samasthiti. Even state of mind. When your breath is even, when your mind is calm, stay present. That is the ultimate contentment. That is the ultimate pure joy, pure supreme happiness. We're going to do a couple more of these consolidations with variations, but we're going to add different warrior postures, maybe arches postures. Palms back to the heart center. Inhale. This time we're going to go into chair pose. Utkatasana. Shift the weight to the heels. Look down. Your knees are above the toes. Lift your toes. Exhale. Complete forward bend. Uttanasana.
Chest on your thighs. Palms on the mat. Step back or walk back or jump back into plank. Deep inhale. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Give yourself enough time, lifting your tailbone high, pressing your heels down, palms evenly distributed. Weight is not on the wrist. Weight is on the entire palm all the way to the fingertips. Entire feet on the mat. Take a deep cycles of breath. We're going to start with the right side, right leg up to the sky, into the three leg down dog. Step forward with the right foot into lunge. Here we're going to keep the back foot, heel on the ground as you're coming into warrior one.
And here we're going to
And keep the knee bent here, thigh parallel to the ground. So adjust your foot into one,
align one hip behind the other, coming into warrior two. And this is where you could pretend like you're holding your bow with your right hand, and then use your left hand to pull the bow behind. Make sure your elbow, the left arm, the left elbow is slightly higher than the left shoulder. Look at the target and you release the bow, aiming and shooting the target. Take another bow and then pull and release. Okay, last one. Inhale, exhale. Okay, so that's how you keep the knee bent, back leg straight. As you slowly, you keep straightening the right knee, slowly bring your right arm down, left arm up, into triangle pose. Both legs are straight here. And then slowly shorten the distance between the feet and then reverse triangle or revolve triangle if you want to call it. Try to keep the knee straight, legs straight as you bring the right arm up to the sky. You may be shivering, you may be shaking your legs. Try to balance. That's the distance between the feet are important as you reverse coming into the reverse or revolve triangle. Use a block if you have it. So back to the triangle here. Now this time shift the weight, entire weight to the right foot as you keep the right foot, right arm in front. As you keep the left leg extended, try to keep the spine and the left leg in a straight line into half moon pose. Inhale, exhale. Here, if you lose balance, try to use a block. Adjust the block in many directions. You can keep the block as you balance on one arm, no weight on the hand on the block. So keep the spine and the kicking leg in a straight line. Look down for the balance. Entire body weight is on one leg only. Steady your breath, steady your mind. That is the beginning of the asanas practice. Slowly, without shifting the weight, keep the balancing on the right leg. Shift the left arm to the ground or to the block and the right arm up. Reverse half moon. If you lose balance, always smile and come back. And then when you can balance here on the right leg, both palms to the heart center. Still keep the spine and the left leg in a straight line. If you're gonna open your arms like a flying warrior, great. Or if that is too easy for you, palms into Anjali Mudra. If you lose balance again, smile and come back. Try to maintain the balance here. Even if you struggle a little bit, that brings you joy, contentment. Try to keep that spine and the left leg in a straight line as you struggle through. Extend your both arms into warrior three. Lose balance, smile. And then slowly lower the left leg down and back to warrior one. And slowly bring both palms on the mat. Back to plank. Deep inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Give yourself enough time for full cycles of breath. Practice Ujjayi breathing. Lift the left leg up to the sky. Into three-leg down dog. Step forward with the left foot into lunge. And the back foot into pigeon toes, heel on the ground. The legs are hip distance apart. Slowly come into warrior one. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Keeping the front knee bent, back thigh parallel to the ground. Align your feet into one straight line. Right hip behind the left hip. Coming into warrior two. Here you pretend like you're holding a bow with your left hand, and then use your right hand as you're drawing a bow. As you bring the bow back, aim and shoot the target as you release the arrow. It has to be, the motion has to be effortless, breath has to be even, your mind has to be calm and serene. If your mind is wavering, or if your breath is not even, the aim and of the shooting the target is going to be
off target. It's going to be, the path will not be smooth and most likely will miss the target. So take another ball, slowly inhaling, release. Next one, slowly aim the target and release. It has to be very, very effective, calm and smooth motions. So slowly extend the legs, both legs, preparing to go into triangle pose, extending your arms, reaching forward, left arm down, right arm up. Both legs are straight, both shoulders are aligned, look up to the sky, inhaling, exhaling, inhaling, exhaling, inhaling, exhaling. Sometimes we this pose, a simple pose as this one, triangle pose, is like the basic fundamental asana here. This is called heaven and earth, because as you reach, as you inhale, reach to the heavens. As you exhale, as you reach to the ground, the Mother Earth. This is the heaven and the earth. Perfect alignment, alignment with your body, alignment with your breath, alignment with your consciousness. Deep inhalations, deep exhalations. So very as basic pose as this, it teaches you all the fundamentals. So as you keep the front knee bent here, or you can also, before we do the revolve triangle, narrow the distance between the feet. As you keep both legs straight, use a block if that helps you. Try to keep both legs straight as you're going into the revolve triangle. Trying to balance, legs straight, shoulders aligned. Maintaining the balance is the tricky part here. There's several things going on here. As we practice the simple heaven and earth, as we inhale, reach to the heavens. As we exhale, reach to the earth. Back to the triangle pose. Now this time we're going to shift the weight to the left foot, and then slowly bring the left arm forward, and then completely shift the weight to the left foot and extend the right leg back into half moon pose. One leg balancing poses are challenging and also fun. Engaging your gravity, allowing the gravity to help you. Engaging your navel area, engaging your gaze, engaging your alignment. There's several things going on. As you balance on simple as one leg, as you look down for the balance, engage the kicking leg towards the back wall. Inhale, exhale, half moon pose. No weight on the hand on the block. You could do reverse half moon. As you maintain the balance on the standing leg, slowly see if you can reach the block with your right hand. As you maintain the balance on the standing leg, if you lose balance, always smile and come back. If you're dancing on the foot, that's okay. Just keep the weight on the one leg. Keep the balance on one leg. I'm struggling myself. Slowly lift the left arm up. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. If you have any tight shoulders, rather than lifting the left arm up, if you want to wrap your left arm behind, you can always modify these postures. Palms to the heart center. And you can do flying warrior. You can also do warrior 3. If you lose balance and smile and come back again, because no one is judging you, it's your practice. Some days harder than the others. If you fall, you get back, you get up. Right? It doesn't matter how many times you fall, just as long as you get up one more time. Back to where you want. Fingertips back on the mat. Step back with the left leg. Spine and the legs in a straight line. Deep inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Stay here for full cycle of breath. Dry breathing. The longer you rest, the more quiet the mind becomes. And walk your feet forward or jump your feet forward, your choice. Into Uttanasana. Feel free to bend your knees, chest on your thighs. And slowly go back into the Utkatasana. The chair pose, palms to the heart. Back to Samasthiti, close your eyes. Maintain the evenness in your breath, calmness in your mind. If for any reason you feel your breath is not even, your heart is racing, intentionally take your time until you can bring it back under control. Your breath doesn't lie, your body doesn't lie. The mind may trick you, but listen to your breath. This always gives you the honest, true feedback. So breath is the key for you. It unlocks your true inner potential. Palms back to the heart, Anjali Mudra, to the heart center. This time we're going to do a couple of standing still postures. You can bend the right knee, keep it on the inner thigh, inside of your inner thigh, above the knee. If your leg is slipping, keep it below the knee, but do not keep it on it. But the knee is pointing to the side. This is another one leg balancing pose into tree pose. If you lose balance, you can always stand up again. Deep inhale, deep exhale, deep inhale, deep exhale. Those who like to challenge themselves, you can close your eyes. See how hard this becomes when you close your eyes. If you fall, you can always come back and switch. Tree pose on the other side. Shift the weight to the right foot, and then keep the left knee bent. Keep it on the inner thigh, above the knee, if that's possible. If it is slipping, keep it below the knee. But try to point the knee to the side as you open up your hips, as you balance on the standing foot. Palms to Anjali Mudra. Slowly extend your arms like branches of the tree as you reach for the light. Open up your palms into flower, into lotus if you like, or you can open up your arms like the branches of the tree. Your choice. Those advanced students can always close your eyes. Palms to Anjali Mudra, back to the heart center. And keep your left leg down, close your eyes, back to Samasthiti. We're going to do a couple more standing one leg balancing postures. After that, we will do some arm balances. Okay, shift the weight to the left foot, fold your right knee. Maybe I'll show it from the side. Fold your right knee, and before you do that, turn your palm out, thumb facing back, the pinky finger facing to the front. So don't do it this way. Don't keep the outer forearm outer. So just try to keep the soft part of the elbow facing out. So reach for the ankle inside as you balance on the standing leg. As we extend your left arm, try to look at the drishti on one focal point as you pick the right leg up. Point your toes. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, Rajasana, inhale. As you reach up to the sky, as you maintain the balance. So here is one trick is, in order to have stability in this pose, make sure your standing leg kneecap is locked. Make sure the standing leg is straight, not bent, straight. And try to lock the kneecap up. Then you have a stability, and then you can do one leg poses much easier. The other side. So try not to bend the knee, the standing leg, standing foot. Try not to bend it, right? The standing leg should supposed to be straight and the kneecap should be locked. It's a solid and steady one leg balancing pose. If your roots are not strong, the pose, if the roots are not, if the foundation is not strong, the building is going to fall. So the foundation is very, very important. So lock the kneecap, and then reach for the ankle from inside. Bend the knee, right arm up, reach up. Take a deep inhale. As you exhale, slowly kick the left leg into your left arm. Try to kick the leg, focus on kicking the leg high towards the ceiling. You just lean forward just enough for balance. You're not even focusing on leaning forward. It happens naturally. Just focus on kicking the leg high, extending the leg knee, extending the knee of the bent knee there. Trying to extend the leg up. As you balance, make sure your standing leg is solid, kneecap is locked. And release. So that's how the one leg balances are done. The standing leg is supposed to carry the full body weight, supposed to give you the stability in the pose. So let's do one last one-legged balancing pose. But this one is a little bit tricky. If anyone has knee surgery or anyone has knee injuries, you may not be able to do it. But try, give it a shot and see maybe one side is okay, then the other side. I used to be able to do both sides, but nowadays on one side I'm having some tough time. So it's all up to how the body is conditioned. So feel the shift the weight to the left foot, fold your right knee, and make sure you go as far as you can go, but do not cross your limits. Try to bend the right knee, keep the foot on the left thigh, this right foot on top of the left thigh, and bring your right arm to the half praying pose. You hold the leg until you're balanced. If you cannot leave the foot, just keep holding it. But if you can, for me, if I leave this foot, it may fall down. But try the best you can. Palms to Anjali Mudra. Slowly lean forward, squat forward. On that one knee bent. Slowly, slowly, slowly until you can reach your floor onto the mat with your fingertips. Once you can touch the ground with your fingertips, then you can completely squat down. As you shift the weight to the ball of the foot, make sure you're supporting your body weight on one toes, like left toes only. Keep the heel, support the heel, the body weight, your heel. Heel is not touching the ground here. The back weight is on the ball of the foot. This is a challenging side. Maybe for me, this left side is harder than the right side. So just take your time, just adjust. One hand goes to praying pose. Maybe if you fall, just smile. One hand goes to praying pose, or maybe you can only do one hand, half praying, that's okay. But those who can do full praying, you can bring your palms into Anjali Mudra. This side is harder for me to bring both palms to Anjali Mudra. Okay, slowly stand up. Again, every one of us have weaknesses and strengths, and that's part of the discovery. That's part of the yoga. Yoga is a self-discovery. Slowly, slowly, palms into Anjali, back into the same one-leg stance pose. Release. Back to Samasthiti. Shake your legs. Close your eyes. Steady your breath. Steady your mind. I don't know how many of you guys watched the movie I recommended, The War of the Arrows. That movie, it clearly explains the best way to face the fear is to look through the eyes, face straight into the eyes of the fear. The very thing that you're afraid of, that's the thing that you want. You have to face it rather than avoid it. Very same thing. Also, a lot of times we think fear is negative. Being afraid is not natural, right? But it is, as Swami Vivekananda explains the story of a village woman The same village woman, she's afraid of the barking dark in the village, always tries to avoid the dark. But one day, when she was walking with a little girl, her daughter, she had to. There was a forest nearby their village, and then the tiger comes in front of them. The same village woman who was afraid of the dog, but not afraid of the tiger anymore. She faces straight into the eyes of the tiger, just protecting her daughter. So how did she become so brave? How did she become so all of a sudden, right? So it's the she was brave because she loves her daughter more than anything. So that courage comes from love. So being afraid is okay. It's just as long as you have that inner courage that overcomes that fear. Rather than avoiding the same fear, you actually straightly look into it. You face straight onto it. Whatever that fear is, whether it is coronavirus, whether it is something else. But it doesn't mean that we unnecessarily take a risk. But when the time comes, you know how to face it. You know how to overcome it with the inner courage. Okay, let's do the other side. Palms in the Anjali Mudra. Fold your left knee this time. Place the left foot on top of the right foot. Hold on to the left leg as you balance on the right leg. And then bring the left arm to the half crane pose until you can balance here. If you don't want to even leave the left foot, that's okay. Just but if you are balanced, if you don't need to hold this left foot anymore, bring the palms into Anjali Mudra and then squat down, sit down, squat down, like you're going into almost like a one-leg chair pose, almost. And then until you can touch the mat with your fingertips, completely squat down. Make sure you support your body weight on the toes, not on the heel. Your heel is actually between your bumps here. It actually gives you stability. Your weight is on one toes only. So adjust this left foot. Then you can bring your one hand to half crane pose. If you're very well balanced, you can bring the other hand. Maybe you can only bring one hand. That's okay. Just smile. If you fall, you can always smile again. So try to bring the Anjali Mudra and then slowly stand up. Again, you cannot do this pose if you have a knee injury or knee surgeries. Just it's a check. It's a check how healthy our knees are. Palms into the mudra and leave. Shake your legs. Okay, so those are a few standing poses. Maybe let me check the time here. Okay, so this time we're going to come on your child's pose. Come to the child's pose. This time, as I told you, we'll do a couple of arm balances. Then we slowly wind down, take a supine poses, back bends, inversions, and then we wind down in last one's practice. Come into plank. Palms right below the shoulders, spine and the legs in a straight line. Shift the body weight to the left palm. As you stack your right leg on top of the left, into the Vasisthasana, side plank. If this is too challenging, you can keep the right foot in front of the left. Our advanced students can just slowly stacking up, just balance on one leg and one arm only as you look up to the sky. Those who like to do, advanced students can also bend the top leg knee, hold on to the big toe as you can extend the right leg up. Right, you choose what you choose, whatever level you like to practice in this arm balance here.
Continue to breathe in. Continue to breathe out. Deep inhalation as you reach. Look towards the heavens. Deep exhalation as you touch the ground, Mother Earth.
So slowly back to the plank here. Take a child's pose before we switch to the opposite side. Big plank. Support your body weight on the right palm. Snap your left leg on top of the right. As you inhale, reach up to the sky. Make sure you're steady, balanced. As you exhale, your body weight is entirely distributed on the palm, all the way to the fingertips. If you lose balance, you can keep the left foot in front of the right foot. Or if you're well balanced, you can stack your legs as you keep your spine and the legs in a straight line. You can fold your left knee, reach for the big toe. Advanced students can extend the left leg up in the Vasisthasana. Do lots of variations. What makes sense to you? It doesn't come in one day, one night, 1 week, 1 month. It may take years. Back to child's pose. Always trust to depend on the breath, the feedback of the breath. It never lies. Always gives you the true, teaches you the true wisdom. Okay, so after that we do one last arm balance. Come into down dog this time. This is kind of like inversion as well as the arm balance. It's a deep heart opening. So it's a combination of multiple aspects in this pose. So keep the body weight on the right palm, on the right leg, left leg up into 3-leg down dog. Fold your left knee, look underneath your left armpit into 3-leg down dog. Keep the body weight on the right leg and the right palm. Slowly lift the heel of the standing foot. Pivot on the ball of the standing foot as you flip. As you invert your body, allow the left foot touch the ground, but no weight shifts to the left foot. Only the big toe touches the mat. Keep the right leg straight as you push your hips high. Open up your heart, deepen the back bend. Push your hips high. There's no weight on the left big toe touching the mat. The weight is only on one leg and one arm. Slowly lift the left leg back up to the sky into 3-leg down dog, and the lower the left leg down and rest in the down dog. Full cycles of breath. Enjoy breathing. Slowly lift the right leg up to the sky into 3-leg down dog. Look underneath your right armpit. Fold your right knee, open up your right hip. Shift the weight to the body weight to only one left leg and the left arm. No weight on the right arm anymore. Free up your right arm. Pivot on the ball of the standing foot. Keep the left leg straight as you flip your body. Keep the right big toe touching the mat. Keep pushing your right hips, both hips up high, left leg straight. Body weight is on one leg and one arm. No weight on the right foot. Inhale, exhale. You melt your heart. It's a beautiful inversion, beautiful back bend, beautiful heart opening. Slowly lift right leg back up to the sky, back to down dog. And take the child's pose. Next postures are a couple of back bends and supine postures as well. So lie down on the mat on your tummy. Not sure if you can see me, or maybe turn the other way. Not sure exactly how. Let me adjust the camera again if you cannot see me. And you can even turn to the side. Put it on the mat. So keep the left arm extended and the right knee bent. Sometimes called this is like a half Nadrajasana, a kind of Nadrajasana, or even like, kind of like half bow pose. Right? You can hold on to the right leg from outside this time. Keep your body weight on the left palm. Slowly kick the right leg up to the sky. So use your back strength as you kick your right leg up, like half bow pose or a Natarajasana. There's no weight, not much weight on the left palm on the mat. Keep the left leg extended, engaged on the mat. Keep extending the right knee, bending the right knee. Use your back strength as you come up. And slowly release. You can rest in Makarasana, crocodile. Keep surrendering, yielding pose. Let's do the half bow on the other side. Extend your right arm, palm on the mat, fold your left knee, hold on to the ankle, and only using your back strength, kick your left leg up. You can slide your right palm slowly towards your body so you can deepen the back bend. There's no weight, not much weight on the right palm. The right leg is engaged. Use your back strength as you kick your left leg up. Relax your shoulder muscles. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, release. And you turn your head to the opposite side and rest in Makarasana. Okay, this time we're going to do both knees bent and do a full bow pose. See the best you can. And just use your back strength. Fold both knees. Engage your both arms like strings attached on both ends of the bow. Hold on to the ankles, inside the ankles, or even toes if you're very flexible. As we inhale, kick your legs, both legs into your arms, lift your upper body up, come completely into the full bow. Sampurna Dhanurasana. Deep inhale, deep exhale, deep inhale, deep exhale, deep inhale, deep exhale, and release. So those are reminding you to deep inhale and deep exhale is a reminder for myself as well, because I tend to freeze my breath in the back bends. It's really helpful to continuously breathe in the most challenging poses. So rest in Makarasana. Steady your breath, steady your mind. So next, maybe you'll do one last back bend, camel, and then we will do a couple of inversions. And the camel is one of the most deepest back bends. You can come on your knees. Knees are closer. If you see, knees are closer than your toes, slightly, but they're not touching each other. Make sure you can keep the toes under, or you can keep the ankle on the mat. Your choice. Place your hands on the mat, on your hips. Behind, push into the imaginary wall in the front. Your thighs, your pelvis, your hips into the wall in the front. You're glued into the wall as your upper body is leaning back, arching back. Just use the back strength. As you lift your right arm up, reach for the heel, left arm up, just half camel is fine. Just keep pushing into the wall. As we inhale, as we exhale, deepen the twist, deepen the bend, arch back, bend your back bend. Do not freeze the breath. Then come back to neutral. Let's do the half camel on the other side. Make sure you place your hands on the hips or behind your back here. Push into the imaginary wall in the front. Your thighs, your pelvis, your hips glued into the wall, hips glued into the wall. And then lift the left arm up. Reach for the left heel. You're not falling back, you're not leaning back. Just for the grip only. Keep pushing into the wall as we inhale. With the grip on your heel, you're going to pull back. You lift your right arm up into half camel. Inhale, push into the wall. Exhale, deepen the back bend. And release. So we haven't even done the full camel, that's fine. So we're going to lie down on our backs, resting on the mat this time. Massage your spine, hug your knees to the chest. Roll your body sideways. We do a couple of inversions here, almost like a winding down, but it's also very effective in circulating blood into the brain. It's really helpful because gravity helps the circulation into the blood and the oxygen and the nutrients and the prana into the brain. Normally, our brain takes 70% of nutrients. So these inversions really help circulating the prana into the brain using the gravity. So let's do a simple one. Keep the knees bent, feet close to your buttocks. Let's do a very simple one. You can use a block, that helps you. Use a block, you can support your back. It's very comfortable here. Your neck is flat on the mat. Right? You can do this. You can do the different configurations. If you want, you can stack up your blocks. You can also tilt the block the other way as you support your hips. So it feels really resting. Give yourself enough time until the heart raises higher than the brain, and until the blood circulates into the brain using gravity. Use a stack of few blocks if you like to. Or if you don't want to use a block, just support your hips with your elbows underneath, like the pillars underneath the bridge. As you lift your heart into the chin. So allow the gravity to circulate blood into the brain. There's not much strain on your heart. 4 seconds of breath, deep inhalations, deep exhalations. If you like to lift your heels, you can lift your heels. Support the bridge with your elbows underneath. If those advanced students who don't need the support of the elbows, you can keep your hips as high as they are. Do not allow the hips to fall down. You can simply interlock your hands underneath. As you keep your hips as high as they are, just take the pillars off. The bridge should remains at the same height. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. You can lower the heels, and then you can slowly lower the hips down until the entire spine touches the mat, until you can hug both knees to the chest. Massage your spine, hug your knees to the chest. Roll your body sideways as you, if you have any tightness in your lower back, this is time to let go. Slow, deep inhalations, slow, deep exhalations. Okay, so after that, maybe we'll do one last inversion, and that's the simple one. Maybe, yes, one last but one, which is the wheel pose. Just like the Dhanurasana you did, it's the bow pose you did, it's upside down. Sometimes called Urdhva Dhanurasana, sometimes called Chakrasana. Doesn't matter, whatever the name is, just support your palms, support your body weight as you keep your feet close to the buttocks. As you make sure you have a good grip underneath your palms. If your body weight is not supporting, if you are trying the other way, you have to have a good grip underneath your palms here. And elbows pointing up to the ceiling. And then with a good grip underneath your palms, underneath your feet, slowly lift your hips high until you can go up slightly, and then you can keep the head between your palms first. But do not keep the weight on your head. Weight is on your hands only. It's intermediate pose here. And then when you think you're ready, then you can push the mat, completely go into the full chakrasana. Then when you're in the full chakrasana, extend, try to extend the elbows. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Slowly come down. And then hug your knees to the chest. Massage your spine. Sideways, rock your body sideways. And the last inversion is probably legs up the wall is fine, or a shoulder stand, whichever one works for you. Your choice. If you're simply doing it, legs up the wall, you could use a block like you did in the wheel pose or half wheel pose. You can use the block. Slowly lift the legs up the wall. Those who like to do full shoulder stand, you can go into full shoulder stand as well. But make sure there's no weight on the neck and the head. The weight should be on the shoulders. So your choice, legs up the wall or simply shoulder stand. If you're doing full shoulder stand, you got to roll your body onto the shoulders. Maybe one leg at a time. Maybe lift both legs up. Support your body weight on your shoulders. And straighten the spine and the legs. Straight above the shoulders. When you want to come out, slowly, you can bring the legs on the opposite side of the head, or you can roll your upper body down. So we do not go into Halasana. Just slowly lower the spine on the mat until the legs come perpendicular to the body. Use your core strength as you lower the legs down. Okay, so last one so before the Shavasana. Make sure you're opening up your throat muscles. You can do Matsyasana, support your palms, facing down underneath your hips. And then keep the lower body on the mat. Just arch your upper body backwards like a fish diving backwards. Only the upper body, like mermaid pose, or sometimes called simply allow the throat to open up. And then slowly lower the entire body down. Keep the right leg straight, fold your left knee. Hug your left knee to the chest. Switch. Okay, so before we Winding down, slowly take Shavasana here, heels in, toes out. Close your eyes. Deep breathing. The entire body is still, motionless. The mind is thoughtless. It's harder, it's easier said than done, right? We cannot ever say the mind is thoughtless. There are always thoughts coming in, going out. Just make sure you're not distracted by those thoughts. If your mind is wavering, bring it back to the attention of the breath. As we rest, as we inhale, the belly rises up. As we exhale, the belly falls down. Okay, let's hug both knees to the chest without opening your eyes. Give yourself really tight hug, wrapping your both arms around it as you're hugging your knees to the chest. And with support of both hands, as you wrap your arms, both knees, as you hug your knees to the chest, roll on to the left side. Still wrapping your left arm around your both knees. As you pin your both knees to the chest, pin your both knees to the ground, extend your right arm, turn your head to the right side, deepen the twist. You feel the stretch coming from the bottom up, from the base of the spine. It releases any tightness in your lower back as you hug both knees to the chest tightly as you pin your both knees to the ground, with wrapping your left arm around it. As we extend, and we also notice your right shoulder is on the ground. As you turn your right head, turn your head to the right side. Slowly hug your both knees back to the neutral here. This time wrapping both knees with your right arm around it. Give yourself a really tight hug as you pin your both knees to the chest, both knees to the ground as you roll to the right side. Still wrapping your both knees, really tightly hugging both knees to the chest. Extend your left arm, make sure your left shoulder is on the mat. As you turn your head to the left side. This also opens up any tightness in your lower back. And slowly come back to the neutral. As you slowly, with support of one hand, slowly sit up. And we ran out of time here. Come into Vajrasana, palms to the heart center. Thank you all for joining. Apologize for the technical difficulties earlier. Thank you, Sabha, for allowing me to sub for you. Thank you all for joining the class today. Close your eyes, take a deep inhale. On your exhale. Couple more times, deep inhale.
Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace within me, peace in the surroundings, peace in the universe. Bow down to yourself, bow down to each and every one of us. Namaste. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of the week. I think next Wednesday, Carla is teaching from Arizona. I think you would like it. See you soon.